These brushes are all between 12 and 22 years old, and they're still in pristine condition. Quality makeup brushes are designed to last for years to come with proper maintenance. Today, I'm sharing 6 quick, practical tips toward brush maintenance, and at the end, 3 bonus tips. Stay with me. Welcome to Swank and Flow. I'm Danielle Anise. This channel is all about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle tips for women over 40. I've spent over 2 decades in the beauty and fashion industries in Los Angeles, and I'm here to pass on some of the valuable knowledge I've gleaned along the way onto you. Also, this video isn't sponsored, and remember to hit that like button and subscribe. I remember purchasing my very first set of makeup brushes back in college from a brand called Stila, which was the trending makeup brand at that time. I was walking through the beauty department of the iconic Marshall Fields on State Street in Chicago when a gorgeous young woman approached me asking if I'd like to have my makeup applied. The rest, as they say, is history. I've since given most of those makeup brushes away. However, I still have several in my collection I continue to use on a consistent basis, and they're still going strong. So now let's jump right into my 6 tips. Coming in at number 6, don't use oil cleansers, facial cleansers, or soaps on your brushes. Oils can accumulate in the bristles, causing brushes to perform subpar and ultimately causing irreparable damage. Facial cleansers and soaps can be far more abrasive than you may think, causing brushes to dry out over time. Most makeup brands offer cleansers specifically designed for brush maintenance. I opt to use hair shampoo to cleanse my brushes. I find it's more cost effective. I typically pick up whatever happens to be on sale at my local Target. I'm currently using this VO5 shampoo. My only rule of thumb is to stay away from shampoos with parabens or sulfates. Otherwise, I've done just fine with this method over the course of years. Number 5, don't immerse your makeup brushes in water. I never even knew this was a thing until recently. I consult privately with clients on skincare, makeup, wardrobe, etc. And through this, learned some of them were immersing their brushes in water as a pre-cleansing step. Not sure where this notion came from. However, this is a huge don't for makeup brushes. Water causes the brush handles to expand, chip, crack, and or rot. And number 4, don't prop your brushes up vertically to dry. This causes water to travel down into the handle of your brushes, which has the same effect as immersing them in water. Simply reshape the bristles and lay your brushes down flat to dry. Before I move on, if you're receiving value from the information I'm sharing today, please hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. We're at the home stretch. Number 3, don't set your brushes in direct sunlight or use a blow dryer to speed up the process. I can understand how this can be a natural instinct, especially when you'd like to use your brushes and they're still damp. Resist the urge. Either one of these methods can cause heat damage and can damage your brush handles, causing them to chip or crack. Und Nummer 2, don't store your brushes away prematurely. I have found there are many brushes in my collection that take longer than 1 day to dry, some up to 3 days because of the material used and or the density. In any event, make sure you're allowing your brushes to dry 100% through and through. I've made the mistake of storing brushes away prematurely, and as a result have had to discard a couple of my favorite brushes. And as we all know, this can be a rather costly mistake. So be sure to exercise patience. And number one, don't store your brushes exposed on your vanity table. I know how tempting it can be to put your gorgeous makeup brushes on display. There was a time I stored mine in these beautiful ornate brush holders. However, from a hygiene standpoint, this isn't ideal. Dust and debris from the air will settle into your brushes. If you're spraying fragrances for your home or body into the air, remember these are chemicals which will also settle into your brushes. And for the obvious reasons, you wouldn't want to then use those brushes on your face. And now for my 3 quick bonus tips in no particular order. This first one is not as much about brush maintenance as it is a PSA, and I'm guessing it isn't going to be hugely popular, so I'm bracing myself. Here it goes. Eliminate reusable sponges. I know these tools are great at dispensing products evenly onto the skin and blending. However, they are a cesspool for germs and bacteria. I remember jumping on this bandwagon several years ago when it became popular to use them, and about 8 months in, I began experiencing breakouts. And let me just say here, I am a lifelong germaphobe. I would religiously and fastidiously clean these things after every single use, no matter how tired I was, what I had going on. So back to these breakouts. One day I had the notion to cut one of these sponges open, and what was revealed inside mortified me. And that was the end of my relationship with these sponges. Mold had began to grow in several of them. And I've since learned that several of my girlfriends and clients have experienced the same. So all I'm saying is be careful. Make sure that you are cleaning these things thoroughly and after every use. Maybe even do the cut open the sponge test just to make sure all is well. My next bonus tip, store your makeup brushes in brush rolls. This is a great way to preserve your brushes. There are some super cute styles out there. They'll keep your brushes organized, they're easy to travel with, and they're cost effective. I have a couple of styles to quickly show you. This first one is black nylon. I prefer nylon because it's very easy to keep clean, and it has this nice flap that protects the brushes, and about 15 pockets that stores about 25 to 30 makeup brushes. It rolls up nice and neatly with this string on the end, which secures everything in place. And this other style is an agent print that has this string with a decorative ornament on the end. It also has the flaps to protect your brushes, again about 15 slots that hold about 25 to 30 makeup brushes. This one is cotton, not as easy to keep clean as the nylon, but easy nonetheless, and it was only $9. I purchased this one on Amazon. The other is from Namies. If you're a local in Southern California, you may be familiar with Namies. It's where I shop for most of my beauty supplies. If you work in the industry, you receive a very generous discount. If you're not local, I'm sure you can easily order online. And my final bonus tip, splurge on a quality set of makeup brushes. Not only will they last for years to come, they allow for effortless makeup application. They do your work for you because they're designed and cut to achieve specific results. They also allow for an airbrushed, seamless look for your makeup application, and they prolong the wear of your makeup because you're pressing your products into the skin. I'd love to know in the comments section below, what are your favorite makeup brushes? What cleansers do you prefer to use on them? How do you store them? Did I miss any tips? If you received value from this video, be sure to check out some of my other videos. I'll have a link somewhere over here or maybe over here. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.